I've been wanting you all day, longing for the way you say my name. I wanna be reckless, wild, and swept away. Baby, won't you take me like a hurricane and love me, love me strong, like I might fall off the planet if I don't hold on. Bring on the thunder, turn the light down, turn me up, turn it up, love me loud.
Well, that is
That's
beautiful.
amazing.
Yes,
those cannot be
congratulations.
Timothy's eyelashes, though. I'm telling you.
Okay, we
Yeah.
definitely, that's the intro right there. We've got Tara Shannon, not only the best singer-songwriter, you are owning your own record label.
Lady Boss.
Congratulations.
Lady Boss. I figured, yeah, better do that because the chances of a label signing a 43-year-old with 7 kids was pretty low.
Pretty low.
I actually find that really inspiring.
Yes.
The 7 kids part.
Yeah.
How have you been in the last 7
great.
kids ago?
Really great. Yeah,
Wow.
really great. We've been waiting a long time. I've been waiting a long time to release new music, so almost 20 years. And it was a long time coming. Last time I was on the show, I was with Jonathan here,
Yeah.
and he was a big part of this whole thing because he was, my health wasn't good, and making a record made it to my bucket list when I was healing from that. But Jonathan's the reason for the now, because when he
Oh,
came
that's
into my
great.
world, you know, when this little boy says to you, why aren't you doing that right now? And you say, well, you know, life's busy, and it's coming out of your mouth, and you're like, it sounds lame, because it is lame, because you're talking to a child that's fighting to stay alive every day, you know.
Right.
So everything happens for a reason. There's perfect timing in everything, I think.
Well,
so.
that's so great.
Yeah,
so
so
once again,
beautiful.
Jonathan Petrie, the Butterfly Boy, is the impetus for something else that's happening. And
Absolutely.
good and
Yeah.
positive. I hope he knows that. So you, amazingly, 7 kids, but you are working out of Nashville and out of Ottawa. How is that working out for you?
I started going to Nashville about almost 3 years ago now to learn from the best, really, to learn how to write songs. You can be a professional songwriter as a career. It's a little bit less of a toll than a recording artist's path, because you can just work from your home, and with technology now you can just write and co-write via Skype with people all over the world. But I started to go, I took classes, I built my network there of professional writers and just really tried to make it go and started making headway. I had a song on hold for Blake Shelton's record, almost made it.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it's a different world there, and it really is sort of the mecca or the hub of the business of creating music. Yeah, so I started going about 3 years ago, and I really love it. I still go regularly.
Yeah.
Well, it sounded like you just walked in the door and you met your mentor, who's half our age. Is she not? That's Kathleen. That helped you with the Nashville scene.
Oh yeah, well a few people. So Haley McLean, who's the
Yeah.
producer of this project, I met through a very dear friend of mine that I made down there, and she's worked in the publishing world forever, Debbie Z. And so the thing about Nashville is it really has a sense of community and family. And yeah, the big joke with Haley. So I really wanted a Canadian producer working, a Canadian female working in Nashville. I just knew that would be the perfect fit for my project.
So you got off the plane with your sign, looking for.
You know the joke of it? It's kind of like asking for a unicorn that flies and speaks 7 languages. It
Yeah.
just doesn't exist. So I was like, it was a big ask. And then, sure enough, my friend Debbie, who works for Impact Music Group, she said, "Come see my new office." And she said, "We have a tenant in," and Haley's lease was crossing over for 3 months. So I came to visit, and Haley was just on her way out, and we crossed paths, and it was just meant to be.
That's
so the
crazy.
big joke is I've had to wait 20 years to make the record because I had to wait for my producer to get born.
I know. It's amazing. So
She's so young.
it's so
That's
crazy.
so funny.
So the video is fantastic.
Thank
you got to
you.
tell us about that, because you just asked,
Yeah.
was that in Nashville? Where
Yeah.
was that
Yeah, I
taken?
know. We're getting such a great response. Like, did you do that in Hollywood? I'm like, no, we did it right here in Ottawa.
Wow.
And that's one of the main focuses for Willow Sound Records, is that we can make world-class are right here, stuff that competes in the international marketplace, because the talent and the depth in the Ottawa Valley is incredible. So Karim Mayari of Split Clips is a friend, and he did Butterfly Child, the video. And so I reached out to him, and we just got together, and I reached out to my whole community of family and friends and asked them to be a part, and it was filmed at Zibby, which is an amazing venue here, and they're creating a sustainable living place. And then my friend Lisa and Howie, they're my friends in the Glebe, lent us their beautiful, beautiful, stunning home, which was featured in the Citizen.
That was the bathtub scene.
The bathtub scene. I said to Lisa, we need your bathtub.
And then Timothy worked for months growing her eyelashes.
She did. Fanning them, growing them, watering them.
And then Christo Bilakudi, who we had on the show, who's such a gentleman.
He's wonderful. We had Chelsea Cece, who's the proud sister of Cody Cece, who plays for the Sens, and we had Stefan Keys from CTV, who's a friend, and we performed together before.
Oh, that boy is everywhere.
Oh my gosh, and talented. Oh, the gospel voice on that boy.
Yeah.
Just
And funny. Anyway, we'll have him on.
So it was really, there was so much love in the room when we did it, and everybody's just so happy and proud, and it's just, and we're so happy it's getting the response it does. It is getting, because the song is connecting. And some of the best feedback on social media so far has been from women, because we really wanted to show women of all ages. We didn't want to do the typical music industry video thing, which is a young, music industry model in lingerie, which is the obvious place to go with that song.
Right.
But Karim and I had in-depth discussions, and I was like, can we try to make women of all ages and all body types sexy somehow? How do we bring this in?
So what was when you were writing it, what were you thinking about the theme of that song?
The hook came to me, actually the hook started as Love Is Louder. My co-writer Jonathan said, what about Love Me Loud? And that brought us down a whole other path. And it just morphed in, it really, as I was digging deeper, was about an empowerment song, in the sense that it's okay for a woman to ask for what she needs when she needs it. And you don't have to be the conditioned society's version of beautiful to be empowered enough to ask. And we're conditioned to think that we don't have the right to, because we don't, maybe fit those standards.
Or
of
it might
beauty.
seem like we're being selfish, when in fact we're just expressing ourselves.
Absolutely.
There's all communication. Like once you feel in, you let it out. I could watch that video over and over again.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
What are your plans for the future? Now that you've just knocked this out of the park, what do you got going on next? Sorry, no stereotypes.
Yesterday I watched the Sens game at home with the family and just kind of chilled for one night, and now all the real work begins. So we're trying to get radio to promote it and help. As an indie artist on an indie label, that's an uphill climb. It's tough, but we're going to try, and then just promoting it, and then the whole album comes out at the end of the month.
Wonderful.
So
awesome. That's great. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this with us.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Don't go away. That was amazing. Make sure you watch the video. And up next, we're going to have John Bruman. He's going to tell us all about this crazy dragon boat on ice.